What's up, everybody? Want to start off by saying thank you so much to everyone that subscribed. All the positive feedback, all the love that we've gotten, super incredible. I didn't really think this channel was going to go that fast. You guys are really seem to like what we're doing, so we're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep making this content. We're going to keep pushing it, not forcing it, but you know what I mean. We're going to keep making it, and we're going to hope you guys, want to join us. Today's episode, pretty much. Are we going to call it an episode, or are we going to call it what are we going to call it? Episode, today's vlog, whatever we're going to call it. Today, we're going to focus on the FXR build. We talked about it. We'll give you a little bit more details on it, but the FXR tour is coming up. Born Free, Texas, October is coming up, and Justin's got a really, really great bike that he's going to be putting together, and we're going to share it with you guys. We're going to turn the camera around, let Justin kind of give you a quick little shop update, and then we'll roll into the FXR content.
So, things I've been running today and this week, actually a bunch of stuff this week, but today I've been running these struts this week. This is the next batch I have now. For you guys that don't know, these struts off of Lowrider ST or the Lowrider S, the Softail Standard, any of the Softail platforms, I can cut the struts. So you send me your stock struts, and then I cut the pockets out of them, just the windows. And if you have a custom paint, which is kind of cool too, you can see through the windows and see your paint on the bottom side. Here's basically the stock version, and then here's the version after me cutting them. Just a nice little update, something to do to your bike for fairly cheap, and it's a big difference. And then also, I've just been running the digital ST gauge housings. I just have the second size on those, and then get them off to the polisher and anodizing. I have some there now, but these you can run on any T-bars. Also, you can run them on my risers, kind of very versatile. They're the box enclosed digital style, so you don't have to run them on just the top clamp like the stock setup. And most importantly, Buffalo trace.
Also, real quick on these things, I only know this because I'm on a few of the Facebook pages. It seems like folks are ordering these for T-bars. If you have the Biltwell Murdoch risers, those are the thinnest risers that pretty much anyone makes. They're a 1-inch diameter. Let Justin know. He's going to have to make you a custom, actually, a mount. It's a little bit smaller. So this is going to run most of your common T-bars if you're running the drag specialty risers, if you're running Bung King risers and stuff like that. So basically what I'm saying is this diameter, this attaches here. So when you're running this setup on your standard T-bars, a lot of guys are having a problem. It seems like the Murdoch risers are still pretty popular, and the guys that are running the Murdochs, this diameter is too small. So he can make you one that works with the Murdochs. Just make sure you guys let him know exactly what risers you're running if you're not using this setup with his risers.
All right, so the main reason we're doing the video this week is to talk more about the FXR Tour. I'm actually putting this tour on along with Jace from the Fast Life Garage. We have 9 builders, and we're all building FXRs, and they're all totally different. And we're gonna have the 10th builder is gonna be submit your build, and you can kind of follow along on Instagram to learn how to submit that. But we are going to choose the 10th builder on February 3rd. And it's kind of like for your garage builder guy to build along with us. But the FXR Tour is Durango Harley to Amarillo Harley. From Amarillo is to Strokers in Dallas. And the next morning go into the show at Born Free. And then we're kind of having a party along the way, and then also everybody's invited to ride along with us as well. It's gonna be a good time. It'll be fun.
Yeah, so like you're saying, there are gonna be a lot of guys gonna join. I'm gonna join for one. I think I'm gonna try to jump in on in Amarillo maybe. Unfortunately, I can't do the entire ride, but try to jump in Amarillo and do the Amarillo to Strokers and Strokers to East Texas. So like you said, Born Free Texas is happening in October. I believe the dates are October 19th through the 22nd at the Yellow Rose Canyon. Really rad, kind of motorcycle inspired campground, if you will. They've done a few events there. If you were at Born Free last year, same spot. But that's what this is all about. So let's jump into what Justin's got going on here with his build, and we'll pick up from there.
Okay. All right, so this is my build, and I have not done anything yet. This is an 89 FXR. I am going to be running an M8. This is a brand new 114 Milwaukee 8. I got this from my buddy Jake, but it is a water cooled right now, so I have the other heads and oil pump and stuff like that to change out to make it a oil cooled. But there's a lot of cutting involved on the frame to run the M8. Corey from Main Drop Cycles and also Justin from FXR Division has helped me out a bunch on giving me guidelines on what to do and where to cut. So all this is going to be cut out from this whole area all the way back. along with getting rid of all these tabs from the ignition, the top motor mount, the bottom motor mount. This front motor mount's going away as well. I just need to put a support in here first before I start cutting all the main supports out. We'll have to dish out the front here, and then this is where our new motor mounts are going to run, similar to the rear ones. They'll bolt in here and then run the round cush mounts. I also have to get rid of the middle cross member. This is where like the stock kickstand and everything mounts up, and I'm going to be running a totally different kickstand style. And then also I won't worry about any mid control mounts because my mid controls will run off the motor. They mount to like the primary and all that on the main motor. One cool feature I got the other day, and I can't remember his name on Instagram, but it's Shovelhead something, sorry. But he's the one that kind of gave me the heads up on what ignition to get. This is Ignitec, I believe that's how you say it, out of Germany. This basically lets you run a carburetor on M8. So I'm getting rid of all of the modern wiring and ignition and all that crap from the M8 and simplifying it almost like a chopper. Bare bones as I can get it. I just want very, very few things on here to wire up to keep it simple so I can focus on all the parts like the trees, risers, front end, all that stuff. Another cool thing about running a carburetor, I don't have to worry about a fuel pump, so I don't have to cut all of my tank and all that stuff out. I can just gravity feed the carburetor.
What kind of front end are you going to be running on this bike?
A Gixxer 1000 front end, change the internals, stretch it 2 inches, drop trees. I am making my wheels for this. I'm stoked I'm running the big, ugly front fender that everybody hates, and I used to hate it as well with the big strut that kind of holds it on and is actually riveted on. I want to make my own strut, but I still want to run that big wraparound fender. This is actually only my second FXR I built. The last one I did Evo, kind of standard on everything, but I mean, I did a lot of parts for it, but nothing crazy as far as the motor and trans.
So yeah, like Justin was saying, he's been working with Corey from Main Drive. Corey did do a recent podcast with Jason from Fast Life Garage, discussing kind of the ins and outs of doing a M8 swapped FXR. Corey, however, is still running the CAN bus system, so he is still fuel injected. Justin's going to kind of go a little bit more bare bones. It gets rid of a lot of the electronics that would be probably tucked up into there.
Corey's got it figured out. I'm just going to steer the opposite direction of him.
And it kind of holds true to just like an FXR. I mean, this is old technology. You know, these bikes have been around for a lot of years. Like Justin said, this is his second FXR. If you haven't seen his first one, there's a few pictures on his Instagram. I rode beside his first one from here all the way up to Sturgis. To say that was an eventful ride was being kind.
3 carburetor brackets. That was my only issue. The bike was mint, so it did not break down. It did not break down because it's FXR. It broke down because it was a shitty carburetor mount. And once I got the Arlen S big sucker on there, never had the issue again.
But basically what we're saying is that these guys are building these bikes and they're going to ride these bikes. So it's not no easy task. These things aren't like today's technology, comfort and everything. So Justin's going to do the best that he can to make this a great bike. So I really encourage everyone to follow the hashtag FXRtour and just watch this thing go down. We're going to definitely showcase a lot of it on the channel, but you know, there's so many great guys that are building so many cool bikes. You're going to miss out if you just follow this one because there's so many different styles, so many different things. Kind of wild to see it all happen.
Hopefully by next week or so, I'll have all this cut out, what I have to remove to get the motor in, and then also make my plates to fill in and start welding all this back in to support it. You can also see FXR Divisions, their frame is ready, I believe, and he did some cool back under supports, which super dope. They always do great work. Follow along with his to see where the direction he went on this M8. I think we have 3 M8 builds in this one. What's weird is, I think out of the 9 right now we have, nobody is building an Evo. I'm almost positive, I'm not 100%, but I think I'm positive. But anyways, so we have 3 M8 FXRs in the 9 of us, and then we have shovel heads and twin cams. So I'm not even sure if there's an Evo being built, I could be wrong. But hopefully the 10th builder could be a Evo builder.
So yeah, like Justin was saying, a lot of these guys are going to be doing motor swaps, so these are going to be no easy tasks. These aren't your everyday average FXRs. They're definitely going to be a little step above that. A few of them are going to be choppers. A few of them are going to, it's going to be all cut up, all kinds of crazy stuff. So I really look forward to watching this bike get built. I really enjoyed watching this first one get built. I was over here a lot. You know, I helped him set the motor in there, helped him get a lot of things. And like I said, I actually got to ride beside that bike. We did about 2,000 miles. Well, I guess the trip up there and back, you know, it's
plus the riding up there.
Yeah, plus the riding. So it's almost a 3,000 mile trip altogether to go to Sturgis from Arkansas. So it was incredible.
Also, real quick, follow along with Clem from Clem'sSpeedShop. His bike is going to be dope. I'm a little nervous about the 1,000-mile ride that he has to do, but it's like a pro street monster motor. It's gonna be pretty rad. I'm stoked on it.
Yeah, a lot of guys are doing some really cool stuff. My buddy here, Rennie, he's doing a Indian Larry inspired bike. You know, he loves the old school. That bike's gonna be super cool to watch. And then of course, Nick from FXR Bazaar. I think, you know, no offense to Justin here, I'm not trying to put Justin down, but I think Nick's bike's gonna be my favorite personal bike. Not only is he using my birth year, but it's gonna be just a super rad bike. It's gonna be a chopper inspired, but he's doing a lot of things that's never been done before on an FXR, so it's gonna be super cool to watch that bike get built. So I'm looking forward to it. I really hope you guys are looking forward to it too. We're gonna cut this off. We're gonna try to get some things moved around. Hopefully the next time that we get together, we're gonna have a little bit more work done on this bike. You'll be able to see a little cut and grinding, maybe a little bit of welding, and yeah, we're just gonna keep moving forward. Like I said, we're gonna try to stick to the weekly uploads. Continue to comment, continue to message me if there's things that you wanna see. And yeah, until then, we'll see you then. Take care.
Cheers.